The Niagara Falls are located on the border of Ontario Province, Canada, and New York State, USA. The water flows from the Great Lakes, the world's largest surface freshwater system, all the way down to the Atlantic Ocean. See one of the world's most awe-inspiring displays of the power of nature from the sky, from the foaming river below, or even from within arm's reach. The Niagara River connects Lake Erie with Lake Ontario, but before it gets there, the water plunges down almost 170 feet in a straight drop. The volume of water that comes tumbling over the crest is overwhelming. Almost 170,000 cubic meters of water, that's 6 million cubic feet, thunders over these combined falls each minute during the fall's peak hours. Most people don't realize this until they get there, but there are actually 3 waterfalls. East are the American Falls and the narrow Bridal Veil Falls. Then you've got Goat Island, and to the west is the impressive Canadian Horseshoe Falls, the widest and most powerful of them all. If you want to get as close to the curtain of water as you can, embark on a journey behind the falls and see and hear the water rush past right in front of you. Below the falls, the foaming water mass squeezes its way through a narrow gorge, creating the Whirlpool Rapids, which you can get to aboard a jet raft. Aside from nature, there is also plenty of family entertainment to be had under neon lights. Take the kids to visit the Niagara Skywheel and nearby themed attractions and arcades. Cross the Rainbow Bridge to the American side to see the Aquarium of Niagara in a serene environment, or stay on the Canadian side and enjoy the Niagara Park's botanical gardens. Niagara-on-the-Lake is only a short drive away. Visit this pretty 19th century village to browse boutique shops, play golf, or have lunch before you set out to explore Ontario's wine country. A shuttle bus or taxi can drop you back at the falls in no time. Scale the Skylon Tower to admire this glorious landscape once more. Less than a 2-hour drive from Toronto and only a taxi ride away from Buffalo Airport, getting to Niagara is easy. Their accessibility and splendor make the Niagara Falls one of the most photographed natural spectacles in the world. But of course, no picture can capture the thrill you feel and the roar you hear when you witness Niagara's astonishing power. An impression?
A lot of kids come here, they say like, "Whoa, what is this?" And I always feel like they say the things that everyone else is thinking. You walk along the boardwalk and you see the running water in the desert. It's amazing. And then you get down on your hands and knees and you look into the water and you see these fish. I've been out there with kids and you'll watch them mesmerized by the fish for a full 30 minutes, which is a lot if you're a kid.
And there are places you can go. They're easy to get to, like the sand dunes. It's just a fun place to hang out.
It's like these mountains of sand. There's nothing better than running up a sand dune and then leaping off and tumbling down.
If you come when there's no moon out, to be able to see the stripe of the Milky Way in the sky, something that a lot of people living in cities don't even know that that's something you can see.
Badwater is this huge salt field, so miles and miles of salt. I think kids will get out onto it and from a distance they'll sometimes ask, like, "Is that snow?" You can just run and run and run. And a lot of kids I've been there with will say, "This looks like the moon."
Yellowstone National Park stretches across the northwest corner of Wyoming, reaching into Idaho and Montana. Founded in 1872, Yellowstone was the world's first national park and now hosts over 4 million adventurers every year. Yellowstone is proudly managed by the National Park Service, and its highlights are easily accessible by the Loop Road, which can be reached from each of the park's 5 entrances. So buckle up and get ready to explore a land untouched by humanity. Yellowstone is a geothermal extravaganza that sits atop a slumbering supervolcano, which is said to have violently erupted over 60,000 years ago. Geologists have long debated the caldera's origins, and theories abound as to when the next big eruption. One of the best places to witness the geothermal activity bubbling beneath Yellowstone is at Grand Prismatic Spring, just under 25 miles from the park's west entrance. Admire the vivid pool from afar, but don't get any ideas about plunging in. These steaming waters can reach temperatures near boiling. This landscape is not only an impressive display of geothermal activity, it is also laced with lush forests, rivers, and lakes. Yellowstone Lake is the tranquil heart of the park, and outdoor enthusiasts congregate here for all sorts of recreational activities. Cast a line in the icy high-altitude waters, venture out in a kayak, or explore the lapping shores. The park is not only rich with legends and precious views, it is also teeming with wildlife. Yellowstone has long been a refuge for America's native animals, and the park's greatest success story is the restoration of the mighty bison. Today, Yellowstone is home to the planet's largest remaining wild herd. In Hayden Valley, a close encounter with this sturdy beast is almost guaranteed, so remember to keep your eyes on the road. One of the most dramatic sights in the park is the Yellowstone River. Fed by Yellowstone Lake, the river winds its way north before plummeting 300 feet off Lower Falls and into the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. Leave your car and embark on the short hike to Artist Point. Other native animals. Just south of Gardner is Mammoth Hot Springs. The springs carry minerals which solidify into ever-changing limestone terraces. The ethereal formations are a breathtaking reminder that even in the natural world, change is the great constant of life. Make your way south to Norris, an area surrounded by hundreds of geothermal wonders. Listen to clay bubbling and boiling from the depths of the earth at artists' paint pots. Wander boardwalks set just inches from the trembling surface of Norris Geyser Basin, and hold your breath as you advance through billowing clouds of vapor rising from beneath the planet's crust. Today, a trip into the heart of Yellowstone is like a journey back in time. A journey to the great landscape of America before Europeans arrived. It's a journey to create.